Hello, friends. This is Randy from Hot Snarky Plant Based. And today I want to go on a little rant about low carb diets and America's obsession with low carb and how people tend to think it's somehow magic. It's just magic and all the weight's just going to fall off if they eat low carb. But first, I want to take a moment and appreciate the cutest shirt, What the Fucculent, from Constantly Varied Gear CVG. Adorable stuff. And I had my hair done today and I think it looks pretty nice. Okay, anyway, my point is that to lose fat, you have to be in a calorie deficit for a long period of time, for however long you need to lose the fat you want to lose. And you can get into that calorie deficit in many different ways. Eating low carb is a way, eating low fat is another way. Basically cutting out any major food group, macro group will get you into a calorie deficit. My point being, why would you want to do it low carb? Low carbohydrate eating has a plethora of nasty side effects. I'm not sure why you would want to put yourself through that. Some of these negative side effects include headache, fatigue, brain fog, low energy, bad breath, constipation. Not only that, science has proven that eating super high protein, especially high in animal protein, will eventually clog your arteries. So I'm not sure why you would do that in the name of fat loss. You can eat high starch, high healthy carbohydrate, and still lose fat because you can still be in a calorie deficit. How do you do that, I wonder? Well, the easiest way to do it is to eat foods that are low in calorie density. And that means that the calories per pound are lower on the calorie density scale than other foods. So that would be foods like fruits, vegetables, potatoes, and whole grains. Tofu is also sort of moderate in there, as well as avocado. Things that are high in calorie density are pretty much everything else. So animal products, highly processed foods like cookies and cakes and crackers. Oil is the most calorie dense food because it's nothing but fat. On the scale in the higher end would be yummy things like chocolate, nut butters, nuts, seeds, stuff like that. So to lose fat more easily without suffering with low carb eating, you just want to fill your plate with whole foods that are preferably plant-based and lower on the calorie density scale. Now, all of this is spoken about in the book that I have mentioned before called The Starch Solution by Dr. John McDougall. This is where I got all of my information. I have read subsequent books, of course, by Dr. McGregor and some other plant-based doctors, but Dr. McDougall is kind of the person that started this starch-based eating, and it is all backed by science and the health benefits of it. Again, he would say if you want to lose fat, you would build your plate ideally with 50% non-starchy vegetables and 50% starch. And that's called the 50-50 plate, and that's a really easy, convenient way to lose fat without having to count calories. I build my plate with 50% non-starchy vegetables and 1/4 protein and 1/4 starch, because I feel that keeping my protein in more of a moderate range than a super low range is what I need to do in this stage of life, with the age I'm at and the fact that I like to lift weights. So that's all up to you. I've lost fat doing it both ways. My main goal right now is to maintain and build muscle if possible. Another reason that eating low carb type of diet can be a real problem is because one of the most important nutrients that we need to worry about as women, especially at our age and in perimenopause or menopause, is fiber. And we are supposed to be getting at least 25 grams of fiber per day. And the benefits of fiber, okay, my dog was drinking water. Anyway, some of the benefits of having enough fiber in your diet is, number one, you want to poop. You want to poop every day at least once a day, ideally. It keeps your colon clean. It reduces your risk of colon cancer. It keeps you feeling more full. Eating high fiber keeps your belly full, and it creates a feeling of satisfaction. A huge benefit of fiber at this stage in life is that if you are not pooping every day, you can have the estrogen in your body build up and you will end up with estrogen dominance. So, little did I know that making sure that you're regular and having enough fiber helps to keep your hormones actually regulated. Eating a diet in high in fiber actually has been shown to reduce your risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and colon cancer. So that's huge. It also lowers your cholesterol and lowers your blood sugar, which is also really important because, as I've said before, what you may or may not find is that as your estrogen drops, your cholesterol will start climbing, which is a huge problem. So, to circle back around to how I started, low carb is not magic. You have to live in a calorie deficit to lose fat. And you can do that in a number of ways. But cutting out healthy carbohydrates like potatoes, whole wheat pasta, brown rice, whole grain breads, that sort of thing, in addition to starchy vegetables, is not usually very sustainable for most people because of the side effects that make you feel miserable. So why not eat a whole food plant-based diet where you can eat more food, bigger volumes of food, feel full because of the fiber, and actually enjoy your fat loss journey. Thank you for watching my video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it so much. And I hope you have a great day.